Hello and welcome, superstars of Class 6. Are you ready for an exciting journey through time? Today, we are diving into Chapter 2 of your NCERT history book, From Hunting-Gathering to Growing Food. This chapter is like a time machine. It takes us back to when humans first began their amazing journey from wild forests to peaceful farms. Let's go back around 2 million years ago. Back then, people lived very differently. They were called hunter-gatherers. Why this name? Because they got their food by hunting wild animals and gathering fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, and even bird eggs. They didn't go to supermarkets or order pizza online. They survived using tools made from stone, wood, and bones. Stone tools were especially useful for cutting meat, scraping bark, or chopping fruits. Quick fact: archaeologists have found these tools at many ancient sites across India. Now imagine, if you had to hunt for food every day, would you live in one place forever? Nope. Our ancestors kept moving from place to place. Why? Let me give you 4 smart reasons. 1. They finished all the food in one place. 2. Animals kept moving, so hunters followed them. 3. Fruits grow in different seasons, so people moved with the seasons. 4. Most importantly, they needed water, so they lived near rivers and lakes. Let's light it up, literally. Archaeologists found ash in the Kurnool caves, proving people used fire. Fire helped them roast food, stay warm, scare wild animals, and even see in the dark. And what do we use fire for today? Cooking food, bonfires, and maybe birthday candles. About 12,000 years ago, the Earth's climate changed. It became warmer, leading to the growth of grasslands. This change brought more animals like deer, goats, sheep, and cattle. People started observing these animals and their habits. Eventually, they began domesticating animals, starting with dogs. Yes, man's best friend was likely the first animal to be tamed. And what about farming? Grains like wheat, barley, and rice began growing naturally. People collected them, learned when they ripened, and then said, "Hey, why not grow them ourselves?" Voila! Farming was born. Now that plants took time to grow, people had to stay in one place to take care of them, watering, weeding, and protecting them. With this settled life came storage. People started making clay pots, baskets, and even dug pits to store food grains. And animals? They were no longer just hunted. They were reared for milk, meat, and even wool. Farming and herding had officially begun. Turn to map 2 in your book again. Blue squares mark the places where the first farmers and herders lived. These places are spread across the subcontinent, from Kashmir to South India. Archaeologists found burnt grains, animal bones, and even beautiful earthen pots. These tell us what crops were grown and what animals were reared. People also started weaving clothes using materials like cotton. Stylish, right? One of the most exciting ancient sites is Mehrgarh, near the Bolan Pass. People here lived in square and rectangular houses, stored grains, and reared sheep and goats. And guess what? They even had burial sites. One burial had a person buried with goats, maybe for food in the next world? What do you think? Were they spiritual or just super caring? Awesome explorers! Let's revise what we learned with some quick questions. Question 1. Who were hunter-gatherers? Answer: people who hunted animals and gathered food like fruits, roots, and seeds. Question 2. Why did hunter-gatherers move from place to place? Answer: to find food, water, follow animals, and due to seasonal plants. Question 3. What are stone tools used for? Answer: cutting meat, scraping bark, chopping fruits, and making weapons. Question 4. What evidence proves people used fire in ancient times? Answer: ashes found in Kurnool caves. Question 5. Name the first animal to be domesticated. Answer: the dog. Question 6. What led to the beginning of farming? Answer: collection of naturally growing grains like wheat and barley. Question 7. What materials were used to store food? Answer: clay pots, woven baskets, and pits. Question 8. Where is Mehrgarh located? Answer: in a fertile plain near the Bolan Pass. Question 9. What were houses in Mehrgarh like? Answer: square or rectangular with compartments for storage. Question 10. What did burial sites at Mehrgarh show? Answer: people respected the dead and believed in life after death. Fill in the blanks. People who hunted animals and gathered food were called hunter-gatherers. Traces of ash found in caves prove early use of fire. Ash. Mehrgarh is located near the Bolan Pass. The first animal tamed was the dog. People began weaving clothes using cotton. The columns. Column A, Mehrgarh. Column B, early village site. Column A, fire. Column B, roasting meat. Column A, stone tools. Column B, cutting and scraping. Column A, domesticated animals. Column B, dog, goat, sheep. Column A, burnt grains. Column B, evidence of farming. Wasn't that an amazing journey through the ancient world? From chasing animals to growing crops, humans have come a long way, and so have you in your learning. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome lessons like this one. And yes, hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next adventure. Till then, stay curious and keep learning. Bye-bye Class 6 champs.